Hello everyone, this is Ann McDaniels with Show Business Report, and I'm here tonight with my very good friend, wonderful actor, Brian Krause. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here.
Well, we had to track Brian down. It was kind of a nightmare because he was in Atlanta for how long?
Just a week.
And you were working on which project?
A CW show that's yet to be, can't talk about too much, but a fun character. It's a little different than what you might have seen me do before. So.
And we are so used to seeing Brian in Charmed. And I'm so proud of you because Charmed went for 8 seasons. How many episodes were you in?
I don't know.
It's like 153 or something.
A few.
It's wonderful. And why do you think that Charmed had such great longevity?
It's a great storyline. It's about family, Alyssa Milano, Holly Marie Combs, Shannen Doherty, Rose McGowan. Right there individually, they're 4 stars. And the chemistry that they had together created great TV. And what the writers gave us and the storyline, empowering women and how family comes together and you can overcome anything, no matter how hard it is. The family and the greater good will get you through it. I think it's a timeless storyline that really has touched a lot of people.
Absolutely. And don't you think in 2018, when we have all the societal pressures and all the social media, don't you think Charmed is just a great show? Potentially bring back again?
Well, I guess they are.
Or can we bring back a show just for Leo? What do you think?
Yeah, sure. Leo, Sunday night. Leo after dark.
Well, speaking of Leo, we almost wonder if Leo can actually teleport himself in real life as Brian Krause. You're everywhere all the time. Do you remember where you were when you got the call back and or just you won the show, you won Charmed? Where were you and how did that feel?
I was working as an actor quite a bit up to that point. And at that point, I was doing whatever I could, just like everybody else. For work, I was doing a lot of construction.
You worked at a pie truck. You worked for a pie truck.
I had worked at a pie truck around that time, but I was also doing construction. Got a call, I had to leave and went to the audition, and then I had to stay, and then I had another callback. It was like 3 callbacks in one day.
Sure.
So I didn't make my day rate on the day, and I didn't know what I was going to tell my wife that day, why I wasn't getting paid my $100.
Wow.
And literally, it was that night before I got home. On the way home, they called me. And
I love that, but people don't realize as actors on the way up, sometimes you have 5 callbacks, you don't hear anything. And in the meantime, you are juggling part-time jobs because that's the way you're paying your rent. It's not always so glamorous. What would you tell, Brian, someone starting out in the business?
Whatever it is, if you want to do something, then you're willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish that goal. And,
right.
And I think the one thing that would help any actor is make as much darn money as you can in said job, bartending, waitering, whatever you got to do, so then you can take the good class, so you can hire the photographer that takes the better photos, so you can buy that dress, so you can go out, so you can put that money into your career, if you will. And it's going to be easier going on to an audition when you have a little bit of a cushion, when you're not so relying on that job to pay my rent, to make my mortgage, to whatever it is. It becomes a hobby, it becomes something you love. Whatever it took to allow myself the ability to continue to follow my passion.
I think a lot of people assume, maybe looking at your career, he was just handed to him, or he was from Southern California.
Preparation meets opportunity.
Absolutely.
And it's called luck.
Absolutely.
There is a lot of luck involved, and there were certain parts that came about that fit. They were looking for a guy that looked like me or something like me. So
sure.
But if I hadn't done the work and done the preparation and built my confidence along the way up, it's funny. I had this blind confidence that I was fantastic, and I hadn't done anything.
Good for you.
But I knew what I wanted to do, and no matter what it took, I was going to do it. And I had set the goal that it was something I was going to do for the rest of my life. So in my mind, there was no failure. I went on hundreds of auditions before I ever booked a role. For years. I went years of auditions before I even got my first commercial and then got my SAG card. All of a sudden, I was an overnight success.
Amazing. when you have to prepare for a role and you have to be super ripped, for example, what do you do at the end? I had a friend who just
super ripped ever.
never. Okay, because I had a friend who only ate watermelon like for 3 days before he went to set.
As an actor, I think you have to know where you may be hired. We're not all Christian Bale that are going to
Sure.
be asked to gain 50 pounds and lose 100
Mhm.
pounds. But you have to know where you're sellable.
Absolutely.
So, I always feel like I have to say semi-fit. So I have a
Sure.
pretty clean diet as is. But knowing that I had to do this, I barely ate for a week. And so now today I had a burger.
So where can we find you coming up as far as what we watch?
Well, I just finished a show, 8 episodes, independently produced show called First List. They're editing now, and they're looking to sell to one of the new platforms.
What was the Lifetime one you just started with the mother? Bad Mother.
Party
Addiction.
Mom.
Party Mom. You've got to check that out on Lifetime.
Krista Allen, Michael Pfeiffer directed. He's always great. I have a bunch of things coming up. I've been working on a documentary about homelessness in America that's turned into a project called Me and Michael, a script about true story about my friend Mark Ralston, who you might know from Shawshank Redemption and
Yes.
Aliens, and currently on Bosch. It's his true story about his friendship with a homeless man named Michael Toscano that he lived on the other side of his wall out in Sherman Oaks.
Wow.
After 2 years of running into this guy and seeing him, they finally talked, and it's turned into this feature film about Michael and Mark and their relationship.
We look so forward to all your projects coming out, and yes, Brian does teleport himself quite clearly, both in magic and in real life, with all the wonderful projects. Very proud of you. You're a good friend, and we starred in Poseidon Rex on the sci-fi film together, and I'll never forget that. Brian started in the construction business working on a pie truck, and he has succeeded from there. Very proud of you. Thank you so much. And again, this is Anne with Show Business Report and my dear friend Brian Krause. Thank you so much. You rock star.